To give you a look at the new cards in the Wingspan European expansion, which was just released in its digital form, and how they changed the game, we're making a house rule that requires us to take any European expansion cards that come our way. Welcome to our gaming table at Legendary Tactics. All right, so this will be our first recorded playthrough of the game. We ran through a game yesterday, but NATO Cax, welcome.
Hey,
Hello.
yeah. Howdy. This is really looking forward to seeing what this the Euro edition looks like here. It's great.
Awesome. Now, Cax, you've played quite a bit of Wingspan. NATO,
You could say
you're
that.
still fairly new to it.
Yeah, I consider myself a bit of a noob at this stage. I mean, I've played a few games, but it's kind of, I've never had a whole bunch of games in a row, so I've been able to build up momentum and sort of learning, all the tricks and combinations and synergies and so forth.
Absolutely.
So,
the little blue puffin, that's you, Cax?
Yeah, and just to verify here that we were taking all cards of the Euro edition.
You must. If there are any Euro cards, you must take those,
But
even if it's all five of them.
We are allowing if there are other cards that don't have it, we can use from the base deck if there are no other cards to choose from. Correct?
That sounds great.
All right, good, because I just picked up a pretty sweet bird that I really wanted to play for the base edition. So
Perfect. Yeah, we wanted to force ourselves to take the new cards so we don't just avoid them, and our scores will no doubt suffer for this, but I think it's good just to preview the cards this way.
Yeah, and give them. Yeah, it is going to make our gameplay a little less than optimal, but
Exactly. Like I'm forced to take Moltini's Warbler from the European. It's a round end, so the teal color, for those of you who haven't played this yet, the teal colors are end of round bonuses. So it's actually really good to get those early on, I think, because then you benefit at the end of each round. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4 potential times to capitalize. So this one is, if you used all 4 types of actions this round, play another bird, pay its normal food and egg cost. So at the end of your turn, you can squeeze out an extra bird. And so that'll be egg laying. Help me out with this, Cax. That'll be egg laying, card draw, food draw, and what was the fourth? Did we decide?
card tuck, we believe.
Card tuck could be it. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
So
we
I'll just
were
have
actually
to
still trying to figure that one out because I don't have a lot of experience with the European edition myself, expansion. So
yeah, exactly. So that's pretty cool.
But we're this we'll definitely kind of thwart some rough plans doing this style, but I think we really wanted to showcase these cards. So
yeah,
yes.
So I'm the kind of big bird like character, and Flash, you're the mystery man.
Right, on my screen I'm the Toronto Blue Jay.
Oh,
the
changed.
Blue Jay just popped as the
as the player's turn happens, we start to see.
Okay.
Yeah, I haven't seen you've got the weird yellow guy with the funny hairdo.
Yeah, that's
that
me.
sort of looks like you in real life.
Yeah,
oh boy.
So I didn't get any expansion.
Well, that's great.
You get free
you
reign
had
then.
the pick of the litter. Then that's great.
Yeah, exactly.
Now,
Oh boy.
Cax, while NATO is working on his picks, maybe we could go over the end of round bonuses because I see 3 of them are from the European edition.
Right.
So these are new ones. So we've got the first one is the number of your played birds with a printed value over 4 points. That's cool. So you want to play larger
expensive birds. Yep. Of course.
Yep.
Then there's eggs
in the middle row.
Yep. And then we have the number of your played birds in the habitat that has the most birds in it.
Oh, so you're gonna earn up to 5. So it's whoever has the most birds in a focused habitat.
Right. In your biggest habitat, basically.
Right. Okay.
And
So that seems familiar. Actually, it seems similar to one in the previous incarnation.
Kind of. Yeah. Except it's your best row basically.
Right. Oh wait, sorry. No, it is row, not column, right?
Yeah,
So,
row. Yeah, because they also do some with columns as well.
that's right. And then we've got the food cost. So count the food cost in your birds, remembering to count only 1 food for birds that have a choice in their food cost. Okay. So this is the hungry bird bonus.
Right. So we've got some very different objectives here.
And that last bonus, you'll really have to start early in the game to play for that one to win because it's going to take a while to build up hungry birds.
Yeah.
That will not be too easy.
Yeah, I don't think I got any expansion cards here at all that I can see. So that's interesting.
So, and then if we look in the wetland, there's 2 available. So those 2 have to go before you're allowed to take, for instance, the Northern Shoveler.
Yes. Which, at this stage of the game, is actually pretty hilarious, because we don't have a lot of...
Right. Yeah.
There's not a lot of options.
No.
To pick up, multiple cards at this stage.
Right, yep.
So we've already gone through it a couple times, the European expansion, using the Steam platform. What were you guys thinking? Early thoughts on it?
Oh, but I mean, the European expansion integrates seamlessly into the existing game. So if you have it already, I think it's you won't notice a difference in gameplay or anything like that.
No, you're exactly right. Yeah. It really does pick up where it left off.
Yeah, I think
I've noticed it feels like this new expansion is more helpful. I don't know if it was just the first playthrough, but I had a lot of cards where I would draw something and maybe get 2 food, and then that would give each of you 1 food. Or
Yeah.
one, no, it was an egg. Sorry, I got 2 eggs laid, and you guys each got 1 egg. And I had another one where whenever I drew a certain type of food, you would also get 1.
Right.
Which reminded me a little bit of Puerto Rico, where, we all benefit, but I benefit slightly more because I either choose what the food is, which is something I need and it may be useless to you, or the eggs could be played in a particular nest that I happen to have and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
Ah, okay. Right.
So I thought that was kind of neat. It felt like it was pushing towards more interaction between player outcomes.
Yeah.
Right.
Which is, in any Euro game is always, part of the design struggle is
that's right.
making sure that the players have some points of interaction. You don't end up just playing multiplayer solitaire.
Yep.
Which with many Euro games, I mean, it's nothing wrong with that, but I think that there's a sense of, hey, I'm meeting up with my friends so we can all play solitaire together.
That's true. Yeah.
It's true. Yeah.
You can
Which a lot of people really enjoy because it feels much less competitive.
Yep. Yeah, it's not a bad thing necessarily at all, but so it's so interesting being a bit of a newer player to this, because I definitely feel like, I've just taken a piece, a bit of food from the bird feeder. It's probably my weakest possible move. I just feel like my moves, especially in the early game, are going to be really weak. I don't know why.
Sometimes you get caught though, and you just have to, you're wasting a move, but you have no other choice.
Yeah.
Especially with our wonky rule where you have to take the expansion cards, where it's it's not the optimal play. But I did get one pretty decent card off the hop that's not European, so.
So did I.
Yeah, I haven't even looked at your boards here.
I've just gotta get it down now. So that's my snag.
Cax has the little owl down, and Nate with the grasshopper sparrow.
Yes.
Okay.
Which I think is for a fairly weak early game card, actually, to lay 1 egg on any bird. That seems pretty good.
That's not bad at all.
Yeah, I'll take it. Especially getting it this early. That could add up.
Now, quick question for us. Are we allowed to, if there's a European card in the card row, but you want to draw a random card, are you welcome to take the random card?
No, I would say we have to take the purple ones.
Oh boy!
Yeah.
only if there's no Euro cards, just so that we cycle as many Euro cards.
That Montague's Harrier is just going to sit there for a while, unused.
What does he do? When played, instead of paying any costs, you may play this bird on top of another bird in your player mat. Discard any eggs and food from that bird.
Yeah,
doesn't sound so good.
Absolutely.
Oh wow! Okay.
It becomes a tucked card. Okay, so at least you get a point out of it, but you lose all the other bonuses that it provides. You lose its nest capacity. That does not seem like a good card at any time.
No. I mean, I believe if I've read it correctly, it is free.
No, but it says you may play it. So what it's saying is you can play it for free.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Or you can pay 2 mice.
Right.
So it gives you the option. It's not mandatory.
No, that's true. Yeah.
So, and actually, it's not a terrible play if you have a bird worth 0 victory points.
That's true.
That's
true.
You play.
And it was a one-time use card that you just wanted to get the
one-time
benefit.
use, and then you replace it with that. That's not a terrible play.
Yeah.
And maybe for an end of round bonus, it might, like if it eats 2 mice instead of 1, it gives you an extra mouse if your tableau is full. So
Yeah.
there's a possibility.
Yeah, it's not a terrible play at all. In fact, I'm probably going to have to take him.
Well, there you go, Nato.
Actually, you know what? There's no other cost. So you know what? The inherent bonus is that you don't have to pay an action to click for food, and you get 4 points down. So
Yeah.
that actually is starting to look a little more tempting.
Now it's already gone though. So, but here's the thing: the common blackbird just came up, which surprisingly didn't make the cut of the original game. And it's one of these cards that you place sideways, so it covers 2 spaces.
Right. Yes.
And I remember that's something new to the European expansion.
That's
I
right.
believe,
It's
so.
sort of a bonus and a downside, so you can rush a row a little quicker.
Yeah.
And pay a lower cost to play it to cover 2 rows, but then it takes up that space. I wonder how that interacts with the card you picked up, Nate. Like if you place over top, does it replace both spaces or one?
Yeah, that's a great question. I guess
That's interesting.
we may have to give that one a try because
Yeah.
I don't know how it works. Yeah, I don't know.
It's nice that you can rush a particular avenue, but yeah, you do lose out on the bird, right? So there's your
Yeah,
the
that's
pro
right.
and the con.
It's I don't know. It might be worth it. I guess. I just
You know
my
what? Let's
initial
find
impression.
Let's
my
give it a
initial
go.
impression is that it's not going to be worth that. But
If I were,
I'm gonna give it a whirl. I'll be the guinea pig on this one
okay.
because that'll help me jump up to 2 food for a click. And I am struggling on food. Well, actually, yeah, I do have a... What is this guy? Fish Crow. He does a decent amount on the food.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm gonna have to take that. I'm gonna have to jump on the black skimmer while I still can.
oh,
That's
Nato, I
right.
was just eyeing that one up. You gunky.
No, but you never know if the European expansion card turns out.
Comes out,
It's
you
gonna
gotta
be toast.
take it.
Yeah. And you can't even take a random card, so we might be forced to just really absorb the bad card synergies.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably what's going to end up happening here, but that's okay. You know what? We want to... Oh, the Wilson Storm Petrel. Oh, there
Nate,
it is.
I don't want to point this
Oh.
out too early because this is not good, though. Cac's got the common raven
Oh.
in the main.
Yes. I've had to work all round to get it going, though, so don't worry.
Yeah.
'Cause
That's amazing. That's really bad for us, Nate. He is
Oh,
probably
wow.
going to walk away with this game.
Yeah.
I'm going to be able to start really milling some resources anyway.
Yeah.
I'd say.
The question is, all the
'Cause that-
resources cost me like massive amounts of cards, so
Now, having that common raven though, doesn't that? I mean, that has the basically. There's no need to build out the food. Build
The
in
food
the forest,
avenue,
essentially,
exactly,
right? You can
exactly.
focus on the
That's
other
right.
two.
So
Yeah.
you can. He's got an off-row power because he's in the middle row, but he'll get food from the middle row.
Yeah.
So I've done the same thing with the fish crow, but I only get 1 food, whereas he gets 2 food.
Yes.
Yeah, it's
He
it's
doubles
pretty
me
good.
every turn, which is pretty
Wow.
swell.
It's not bad.
And how many food do you get, Nate, from your middle row?
From my middle row. Sorry. What do you mean? I don't get any.
Oh no!
Oh dear.
Oh no!
Yeah, so that's there's an area maybe you wanna look at.
I should have looked before I asked. That was rude.
Yeah.
Oh
Oh,
boy, I want to go to the video highlights on that one, Flash.
Yeah.
Interesting that our wetlands are not looking. No one's really going for the card synergies here.
Oh boy. Well, I'll tell you what. If the killdeer pops up and there's no Euro cards, I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah, no kidding.
In terms of like the food though, there's no fish, for example. So I just have to wait it out.
Yep. You have to wait it out, or you can go 2-1. Remember.
Oh,
So
okay.
two off resources.
Oh,
will-
yes, that's right. Okay.
Ooh, which is costly at this
Which
stage.
is very
when
costly, yeah.
Every resource counts.
I actually had to spend 4 resources on the common raven. Like I
Oh,
couldn't
wow.
get a stinking
Yeah.
mouse.
Yeah,
Ugh.
yeah. All right, so, oh, geez.
Your Western tanager is really good, though, Nate. He really helps amplify your food.
Yes. Yeah.
And he's got diversity, too, right? Because he's the invertebrates or
yeah.
the... What did the,
Yeah, it's,
everyone
yeah,
calls
it's,
them cherries.
He's
I
pretty
forget
good.
what they're actually called.
Yeah, they're berries, I think. I'm just not seeing any synergies here right now. This is really
Don't worry.
brutal.
Don't worry.
Yeah, you're getting them.
The Euro cards will all come together, NATO. Don't
Yes.
worry.
I might actually get rid of this Montague's Harrier.
No,
just
don't do
to
it. Don't do it, NATO. Oh,
to
you mean spend it
gain
for
some extra food
yeah,
here.
I did that with one of my Euro cards.
Yeah.
Luckily, the rules say nothing about doing that, so that's fine.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
There's a little flexibility.
Yeah, I'm struggling to, despite nudging Nate, I'm struggling on my food here to get this bird down that I need to get more food.
Yeah. Well, I picked up 3 food with that one play, so
Well,
I
that's
think
not bad at all.
gives me a bit of flexibility here.
We know Cax will be going for Wilson Storm. What's that guy? Something or other.
Wilson Storm Petrol.
Yeah, that's right.
Yes.
Because it's got the star power, it's worth 6 points.
Oh, yeah.
And it helps his card draw, so we
But it's
know
just
he'll be
there's
racing
there's
that.
no fish though. That's the problem.
There's
Same
no
problem I've
fish.
run into.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. I do love my star powers.
Yes.
Yeah. Wow, this game is really.
Well, it's going a bit draggy. We can definitely
it's-
to the viewers out there, if our scores are a smidge low at the end.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
if it's sub 40s, we got some worries, but
Yeah.
oh. Now, if anyone chooses to take the food row now, you'll get a free roll of the bird feeder. That's kind of a nice temptation. Maybe you get that fish you need, NATO.
Yes. Are you trying to get me to roll the food so that you can get something? Is that what you're...
Oh, would I do?
Yeah.
NATO, come on now. That's barbaric
I'm
of
gonna
you.
grab that Wilson Storm Petrol.
Oh,
Yeah, before
Right.
Cax gets it.
couldn't
Yeah.
keep your paws off it.
And it goes to the end of round bonus this round if you can get it down.
I won't have the fish. I've only got one more play.
Yeah,
I don't know if anyone. We're all tied for. Yeah, we're tied for this one. I don't know if we're gonna.
Cax will get the food. He's set up for that.
Yeah.
I don't have.
But
I don't have.
Whether he can get the card he
Yes.
needs to play it is the next question.
Yeah, I'm setting myself up actually for a future round here because
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't get everything I need down. Unfortunately, this
Yeah.
northern shoveler I have is just too pricey. The black vulture though, that's a nice. I love those little cheap ones. They're a great
Yeah.
drop.
Yeah.
They're free to pay. And I mean, yeah, they're only worth 2 points, but
Yeah.
you can fill a spot.
you know,
and
you get some passive income.
yeah, I love
in
that it
terms of
relies on
food.
other people, right? That if another
Yeah.
player's playing something that to
Yeah,
benefit you.
nothing
so-
wrong with Black Vulture. I mean, it's maybe not the strongest card out there, but it's,
Oh
I
no
think
no no
it's
no no! But
very
for a free
respectable.
card, sure.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not bad early game when you're trying to build your row out.
Yeah.
And again, that no food cost just really makes it
Yeah.
Oh,
build.
Randall, you couldn't eke out one more bird, eh? It looks like
I could
It
not.
might be
No,
a
I'm-
3-way tie here.
I was one food short.
Yeah.
Oh boy. The tension is certainly palpable here
I guess so.
as we all stare at our own boards and
Yeah, I know.
hope against hope for that bird we want.
Yeah, I've got the Sprague's Pipit. Trying to get some bonus cards and build
Okay.
out my.
It's nice to come back to this game, though. I like when the new digital expansions come out because it's just a reason to revisit it.
Yes.
yeah, exactly. It is a great game.
Yeah, it is a game that I really should play more than I have. It's just so many games, too little time, right? That's the problem.
You're so consumed with cards with a K now.
Yeah, cards with a K, and among other things.
Yes.
Well, and this
many
was
pies, many pies.
I put this as my favorite Euro. Nate, I think we did our top 10 list there, right? And
Yes.
Nate, what was yours? Lords of Waterdeep?
Or
was that Cax?
No, that was NATO.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mine would be between Terra Mystica and
Terra
Lords of
Mystica, yeah.
Waterdeep would probably be my two favorites. Although Concordia also has a special
Place in your heart.
place in my heart.
Oh, sorry. Is it still my turn?
Yes.
It looks like it might be a little.
Oh, my apologies.
Oh, no problem, Flash.
No problem at all. We got nothing but time.
We generally
Our
know who
viewers are just here for the banter. They don't care about the
Really?
game.
That's right. Oh, and of course the European edition. Come on, NATO.
Yes.
We're not
Yeah,
barbarians here.
Sorry. Oh, you know what it was? It was the end of round bonus. I'm so not used to this.
Yeah, that end of round bonus is a really interesting thing to math into the.
Oh, right,
the
because
overall.
and I mean, and the interface plays it beautifully as long as you're paying attention, Flash.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the neat thing was I picked up the Black Vulture and inadvertently was able to now play it for free. So
Oh wow.
Oh,
Sweet.
excellent.
because it didn't have a food cost and it didn't need an egg.
Oh,
Huh.
excellent.
That's pretty cool. We get 1 point each. This score is going to be so low. We're just depriving each other of points now.
Well, I mean that sort of on that particular. See, the problem was that card, that bonus card or whatever it's called, there is that's a tough one in the early game. Like that one's really tough because you don't have a lot of food, you don't have your engine up and running, and
Yeah.
you got to put down birds worth 4. That's
tough.
in
Yeah.
that particular one.
Well, hey, our viewers got to see it in action. I must have used all 4 powers, and I didn't do the tuck, Cax. So
Oh, okay,
it's
so it was
it's
not the
tucking.
tuck. Okay.
No, so I did draw a card. I did take food. I did do an egg. What would the 4th be? All 4 types of actions.
Oh, lay a card down, maybe?
Oh yeah, maybe that's it.
Lay a card down.
Play a bird. Yeah, that could be.
That would make sense.
So choosing that Black Vulture actually really was the very, very smart play, and I unintentionally did that.
That was genius. Genius of you, Flash.
It was
Yes.
genius, but I'll know at the end of this round to do it on purpose.
I don't know. The Wild Turkey is like an end game card, but
Very much so.
it's
Right.
it's a good one to
He's
have in
big
hand,
points,
though.
right?
Yeah,
Big
How many points is he worth?
8.
8.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
it's
a lot of
very
a lot of
tempting.
a lot of eggs you can lay on the wild turkey as well, which is kind of nice.
Yeah,
I was actually eyeing that one up, NATO.
yeah. I don't know. It's just
Not a terrible choice.
yeah, but I just don't have enough of the food and
The
everything. I need.
resources.
Like,
it is
yeah,
tough to
it's-
pull that off. Yeah.
Like, would you play a card like that early game, or is that totally a waste?
It gives you no benefit, right? No text. So that's your
right.
snag.
But it has a lot of egg spots.
capacity.
It does have egg, but it would depend on the bonuses. If it
Yeah.
helps with a bonus or 2, or if it helps with your bonus card in hand.
Yes.
See, for this
So
particular,
like I have breeding managed, so birds with at least 4 eggs laid on them. So for that guy, he would actually help that bonus. So
Yeah.
and for this particular round, I mean, if you dropped him into the savannah there,
Yeah.
yeah, the grassland,
The
then he's
grasslands. You're gonna
give
do-
you some real capacity to win this
Yeah.
end of round.
Yeah. I'm
It's
gonna
just
grab
whether
him.
you're.
but you're gonna have to spend a lot of turns to probably getting to
get
be able
your
to drop
food.
it. Oh,
That's
and now
right.
the cold hit is in play.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have to censor that out, Cax.
Oh boy, that's right.
Yeah, inappropriate.
The cold tight. We'll call it the cold tight.
Yeah.
It's a long eye.
And for people watching, the coal tit does gain 1 grain from the supply and cash it on this card. At any time, you may spend the grain cash on this card. You know what? That's something I always wished you could do in the previous one. So it's almost like a food reserve, whether you want it as victory points or to
Yes.
actually spend it. That's actually really cool.
Yeah.
That is a
that
neat
is
twist.
yeah. That's a really that could be powerful, actually.
That is funky.
Yeah.
I like it. Oops.
Well, I got my northern shoveler down, a seven point bird, nice big one there. It took a little doing. One turn too late though, because that would have been great for last round.
Yeah. Now here's a funny thing. This Wilson Storm Patrol that I'm rereading here. You draw one bird card for each empty card slot in this row. So in the wetland, at the end of your turn, keep one of them and discard the rest. But in our funky house rule, it means you won't have, it won't give you the choice that it's actually supposed to, right? Because you'll have to play whatever European expansion card comes to hand, and so you can pick up the killdeer and have to discard it. Like
that's right.
Jeez.
Yes. Oh yeah, that wasn't their house rule. Is you cannot discard a European card unless you have no other choice.
Yeah.
You must.
Oh, really? Oh,
That's a new house rule. We're going to start that as of round 2 because I didn't know that myself.
That's right. Otherwise, you could just pick up and cycle and tuck and just get rid of them that way. But we want to force each other to play them so that.
So now I can't discard that one.
No, now you can. You may
if
not.
If it's purple, you may not.
Unless you must. Unless you must.
Oh, come
Unless
on.
you have no other option.
Oh no, they don't.
These are hard and firm rules.
And remember, our
established
benchmark is
for a long
40
Fine,
points.
fine,
Okay,
fine.
the benchmark is 40.
40 is going to be a bit of a stretch. You know what? One of us needs to break 50. And Cax, you've got the food production to do it.
I do have the food.
To break 50 points?
To break 50 points.
Oh, I hope we break 50. That's pretty bad.
Considering you've done 150, Cax.
Yeah, I know.
You've proven you got nothing to prove. You've already done that challenge.
All players draw a card from the deck. You guys are all welcome.
Oh, wow.
Thank you.
Thank you so
Yes.
much.
Oh, no problem.
That is kind of you.
Oh, is that at the end of the round, though?
Nope. When I draw it, you draw it. You'll get it on your turn most
Oh, I
likely.
see. Oh, okay.
Oh, nice. I got the common little bittern, which is European as well. Gain 1 face-up card that can live in the grass.
I thought you were going to say something else.
Yeah.
Oh boy.
No, this is a family-friendly
This is
video.
family friendly. All right.
Absolutely. Okay. I wonder if that counts as my card draw action or if I actually have to go draw one.
What? Sorry, what?
So I have to do 4 different actions, one of which we believe is card draw.
Yeah.
So I wonder if that counts as drawing a card or if I actually have to go into
Yeah.
there's a few subtleties that we don't know yet, right?
Yeah. Ooh, that green heron that looks pretty good too.
The green hair. Oh yeah, that's not
cheap
bad.
food.
Yeah.
He's 4 points.
Yes.
And you can trade resources. Yeah, he's decent. I'm also eyeing up. I mean, Clark's Grebe is great too.
Yeah.
It's one of the best cards in the game. Draw 1 card if you do. Discard from your hand at the end of your turn.
Yeah.
I
And
actually
Star Nest,
that
Star
Canada
Power.
Goose too is a great
Canada
great
Goose is
engine.
awesome.
Yeah, if you can get that
Yes.
engine going.
Well, and we might want to prevent Cax from getting that because he can get any food he wants from his middle row.
Yeah.
And then he tucks 2 cards and he would run away with this game. This is
Yeah.
hard. Do I benefit myself or do I penalize Cax? Oh, you know what? Nate, you go after me. So if I take 1, you can take the other.
There you go.
Yes.
Double whammy.
Yeah. That's not
Unless, of
bad.
course, a Euro card comes up in between. Dun dun dun.
Yeah.
the
that's
difference.
True.
The difference
That's
for me
true.
is,
But then
it only
that blocks
costs
you.
1 food.
Yeah.
So Nate, I'm leaving the big point getter for you.
Well,
The
don't worry,
Canada
lads.
Goose.
I have 2 Euro cards in hand already that I got to deal with. So
Nice.
my dance card's a little full right now with the birds I got to put down.
I think you would probably toss any of those 2 in place of the Canada Goose.
I would
there,
for
right?
sure, but I do. Oh wait, if I can get it into my hand though, I doesn't necessarily mean I have to play these Euro cards.
I got the
was
common grackle.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's.
I was kind of hoping
that's
that's actually a good one. Yeah. I was kind of hoping a Euro card would pop up and then neither of you would take the Canada Goose.
Ah. Yes.
Oh, so Cax, you're going with a very balanced approach. 1 bird in each habitat?
Well, it's just kind of the way it unfolded on me. I had to get a bird down before I could get down the common raven, and so I put down the little owl.
Yeah.
And then into a column I probably will not be spending much time with this game.
Mm-hmm.
And then from there, I did the common raven, and then I got this the northern shoveler, which was a 7-pointer, and I thought, now I can get some card milling going. Mind you, it will benefit you guys every single time. Which
all players draw one card.
I'm not thrilled about that part of it, but
yeah, really, that one actually, that's unlike you to want to help us.
Yeah.
So, Randall, should I block him with the Canada Goose or the Clark's Greed?
We do not want Cax getting the Canada Goose because that'll get him up to 2 card draw. He's got the Raven, which will allow him to have grain every turn, and so he'll build a card milling strategy. Cax is so good at these card
there we go.
games.
Oh, Flash, just
the
flapping your gums there.
Start. The black red start just arrived.
Oh, nice. Well, Cax and I are talking about our top 5 favorite cards each, and this black red start is one that is possibly going to be on my list.
Yeah, and isn't that a European expansion type card where you choose a habitat with no eggs and you lay one on each bird in that habitat? Because there's another card as well that is
this is I think the one in our trial game that you had, Nate, and so you leave one row empty, and at the end of round you get one egg. So you could potentially put down like 5-6 eggs in a round, right?
That's good.
At the end of it. So if you lay it in the first round, then you could really dominate.
Yeah, that's cool.
It is pretty sweet. Which makes my choice even harder now.
I'm leaving it there for you, Flash.
Are you really? Wow, that is kind of you.
I have other fish to fry. Or birds to lay, I should say.
It is a star power, but it's worth 0 points. So
I know.
But it does have decent egg capacity, so you really want one row with a lot of bird cards in it.
And no eggs.
So it doesn't really benefit either of you at this point.
Yeah, I'm just mathing out my turns here as to what what I can do.
What can be done? Indeed.
Yeah, it just feels like I've only got 2 birds down. I feel like I've got a lot of like good potential, but not where I could or should be.
That red start is pretty expensive too, like 3 resources to get it down. It is not cheap.
And worth 0 victory points on its own too.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think that's a recognition of how good it is.
Mind you,
that's right.
It could be worth up to 5 eggs, so that's pretty good. Like every turn, every round. So.
5, that's right. 5, and I mean, no one's gonna have 5 birds down in the first turn in one row and not have eggs in there.
No, that's true.
So you're realistically looking at maybe earning it twice. So you could probably get 10 points out of it if you play it right. But I was countering you on that, Nate, because as you were trying to do that, I was giving you eggs, which was filling up your middle row on you, and then you just gave up and bailed on that, right?
On which? Sorry?
So you had a card like that and maybe it was that very card, and I was giving you eggs, which was forcing you to fill that.
It wasn't that card, though.
Row.
It wasn't that card. It was cheaper. It was cheaper than that one.
Okay, yeah.
I believe. Because it was one, like the first bird I played, so...
Well, this white stork is actually kind of an interesting one now. So when I choose the drop eggs, discard all remaining face-up cards, refill the tray. If I do, I draw one for free of the new face-up card. So it actually allows card draw. And yeah, this middle row is becoming pretty powerful for me now.
Nice.
That's good.
Very good for me. Concerning for you two.
And, well, that's the thing. You want to
very concerning.
You want to stack your power, right? So you can really every click you make maximum use. Yeah, you and your brown powers, eh? You've got a lot of brown powers in.
There they go. So now I have to take the Eurasian nuthatch, though, unfortunately. It's fine.
I'm sure it fits right into your plan.
Unfortunately, we're making it sound like we really don't want to play this expansion, even though it's our express purpose in being here.
Yeah. No. It's just it's the
It's
limitations.
what you're used to. It's what you're used to as well. Although I'm surprised that in the draw cards, I haven't seen as many of those birds than I expected.
Yeah, it'll be on. Well, I mean, there's 81, and there was I think 120 something in the original, so it'll be 2/3 of what was originally there is now Euro.
Yeah.
So I believe I fulfilled the requirements consciously now for my blue power end of round Maltese warbler, so I should get a free bird down at the end of this round.
Nice.
I'm just wondering if that comes before the end of round bonus is scored or after. Not that it matters with eggs, because I won't have any eggs on it, but I'm curious though if it did count towards the end of round bonus, if it would be included.
Yeah, I'm just never sure how much you go all in on the end of round bonus versus doing other things, though, eh? It's tough.
And especially when we're forced to pick up cards we don't really want, then it's hard to meet some of those objectives.
Yeah. Although, again, look at in the draw cards, there's no European ones there, so...
Yeah, all wetland based.
Yeah.
So at least we can draw a random card now if we want.
And that the common Merganser and Willet have the same ability, basically.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, so... My kingdom for a fish.
But look at that,
Some
five victory points at the cost of 1 worm on the Wilson snipe.
Where's that? Oh, wow, yeah. Oh, what happened? Did everything just flip? I just looked and the birds are all different.
Yep, I reset the tray.
Oh, you reset it all. Okay.
Yep. Yep.
You weren't happy with
now
what was available.
you guys do have the pick of the litter now. There's no. Oh wait, nope. The American Red Start must be taken. That is an expansion.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, see the little black stripe on the top left?
Yeah. It's
Why
not
is it not
purple.
purple?
Yeah.
The rest were
That,
purple.
That's I believe that's one.
Really?
Yep.
Huh.
You don't recognize it
I
from
don't
the original?
recognize it from the original. No.
Huh.
Yeah. Weird. Okay. That's actually pretty good too.
I can
get
can
another.
verify that. I have the American. What was it called? The American Red Start.
American Red Start.
Yeah. That's a good power though. Gain
Actually, you
one
know what?
food from the bird
No,
feeder.
I don't. Sorry, I stand corrected. That is base game.
Huh. Wonder what the stripe is about then.
Yeah,
Someone defaced the card.
it's not on the on the expansion list anyway. So. Unless they just called it the Red Start.
Oh, you know how you can tell? Usually on the cards, there's a picture of the part of the world it's from. So if it's from Europe.
Yeah.
Red Starts get their name from the Old English word steort, meaning tail. Unfortunately, the cards in the digital edition don't actually show the map. Well, that sounds like a comment to me. If there's anyone out there who knows their birds
Yeah.
and or knows the European expansion really well, let us know. Is this Red Start part of the EE game, or is this the original?
Oh, you asked the burning questions, Flash.
Yes, indeed. My ornithology skills are not at the bar at the
Second
moment.
to none. Do I go with more eggs?
I went to set my my son up because his teacher was a real ornithologist. Like, he's just insane about it, and he's also a friend of the family. And I knew he was an ornithologist, so I told my son when his teacher asks what he wants to be when he grows up, make sure you say ornithologist. When he was this was in grade 2, so it was really cute the reaction he got.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, a 3-way tie again.
Oh wow.
Oh no! Wait, no!
NATO crushed us.
NATO
Nowhere
squeaked
close.
it out. Oh,
Yeah, he
nowhere
was really
close.
Nowhere
I was wishful though,
close.
Cax.
Yeah. I think I kind of made a mistake because I thought there might be an opportunity for Flash to lay more eggs, but I don't think there
No,
really
I was maxed out in the middle
Yeah.
column, and I didn't get my end of round bonus. So whatever I didn't do that turn,
Yeah.
I thought I did everything.
There-
And I had the card, and I had all the resources to lay it. So
I
not
thought
sure
the bird feeder reset at the beginning of the new turn. No?
Nope.
Wow. Okay.
You have to do it.
Yeah, that's interesting. Okay. So
Oh, that sucks. I was hoping to steal an extra march with an extra free action on the laying a bird. Darn it.
5 to 7 birds that eat grains. Okay, I've got a.
Oh, this is cool. The common little bittern does. You gain 1 face-up card that can live in the grassland. So, if it's laying on the table and it can live in the grassland, then I'm going to get that extra card. That's actually pretty powerful.
Real nice. All right, time to drop down the greater prairie chicken here.
Sounds intimidating.
Greater prairie chicken. One subspecies
Yeah, it totally
of this
does.
bird went extinct in 1932, and a Texas form is endangered.
Things that have at least 1 on them. I don't know if I'm going to get 9 birds down. Let's go for broke here.
Oh, this is interesting. So our end of round bonus, the number of your played birds in the habitat that has the most birds in it. I'm guessing my sideways card doesn't count as 2 birds.
Oh, interesting. So
So
that's why you didn't get the bonus.
I don't think that's it, because it's the end of round bonus for this coming turn.
Yeah, actually, you know what? The way the interface displays the way you play cards sideways is it just blocks out the next thing. So I would imagine that in those, that bird that basically cancels your existing bird, I bet you it just cancels that 1 slot and the other slot stays dead.
That's right.
It's probably.
Which, I mean, to me, I don't fill all my slots on my board usually. I mean, once in a while you do fill every single slot if you have a lot of smaller point birds.
Yep.
But to me, it just helps me get to the end of that row a little bit quicker in one of the rows. Especially if it's a row I'm not clicking a lot
Yeah.
early on. Then it's not like I'm wasting a brown power. You can tell Cax is really focused on his score here when he gets quiet.
He's getting really
I
quiet.
love that.
Yes.
He is getting very quiet.
Oh, I have to take that one. Okay, yeah, okay.
Oh, you know what I've realized? Actually, I was incorrect. The end of round bonus. It's saying that I've got... Oh, no, I was right. It's only 2 birds.
Oh.
So, yeah. So the extra slot being carried doesn't count as a bird, which makes sense.
So I have an interesting situation that may be developing here with this current end of round bonus.
Oh.
The number of your played birds in the habitat that has the most birds in it. Oh, played birds. Okay, because I have a card that will allow... it will roll the card sideways.
Mm-hmm.
So it will fill a slot, but my played birds then would be 4 out of 5 in that particular...
I do find, as far as games go, this is probably the least stressful game there is, even though there's hard decisions. It's just the music, it's so sweet, and the theme is so gentle. It was funny, too. I just started noticing all the birds that peck off of their card, the animation.
Yeah.
Did you guys notice that before in the original? Are they moving more, or is this just an illusion?
No, I think it's just an illusion. I still love the fact that when you click on them, they give you their bird call, so you can hear what they sound like. That's always been, that was such a nice touch.
Educational.
Oh, it's just such a nice touch. Like, it was so kind of unnecessary, but so nice.
That's right. More value there.
Yeah.
I find too the animations, I mean, the cards could just sit still, but instead they almost like hover like a hummingbird.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Which just adds a little bit of visual interest, I find. It's a subtle thing, but I think it's really good.
Yeah.
Cax, you were up to a power play here.
Yeah, he's concentrating something
I am
fierce.
really
You're
mulling over
feasting on this
things
turn.
here. Yeah. Choose one
What
of the-
are you up to?
Well,
He is
I'm reading some new abilities here. I apologize. All right, let's try this one.
Yeah, you're starting to get a pretty decent little engine going here. Oh, you got the bonus card. You do tend to like those bonus card draws.
I do. I really
Yeah.
do.
Oh, Cax, would you have taken the Canada Goose if Nate hadn't stolen it from you?
Probably. Yeah.
Yeah.
Hard not to take that bad boy.
Yeah. The food in the food pool there has been really disappointing. I never have what I need at all.
I'm not really cycling it at all.
No, well, it's just, oh man, I was, who cycled that deck?
I did. I refreshed it again.
Oh.
And there's the Eurasian magpie. That's
what does that cost? What does that cost to do?
Nothing. It's my ability on the white stork.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, because I'm basically trying to. By using the white stork, I'm getting cards. I'm getting eggs, and of course eggs and resources. So I'm really.
Brilliant! Yeah. That's pretty sweet.
I'm actually
you might actually do decently.
I'm just gonna start laying some egg or some animals down now, or some birds, because it's full up.
Okay, and the card you must take from the pool now, the Eurasian magpie.
Yeah.
Choose one other player for each action cube on their grassland. Cash one random food from the supply on any of your birds. Some of these get a little complicated.
Yeah, I know. For each action cube on their prairies, cash one. I don't even know what's action cube.
So each turn when you play, it's funny because in the digital, you don't actually take a cube and place it on your habitat to say I'm activating this habitat.
Yeah.
But I think every time you activate that row, it's one cube on it. Do you see anywhere it indicates how many you've played in a given row? I don't. Cash one food from the supply on any of your birds. Okay, wow, that's an interesting interaction. It feels like they're stretching to make that card work. But again, that's what I was talking about, where there's that crossover between players, where now I have to look at which of you two is using that wetland a lot, or the grassland a lot.
Yep. And
then try to leverage a bonus out of the two of you.
Right.
Do you like that, Cax?
What's that? Leveraging bonuses?
Like, so do you see the card? Oh, Nate just took it.
Which one?
The one
Eurasian magpie. So choose one other player for each action cube on their prairies. Cash one food from the supply on any of your birds.
Oh, I did see that one, and I debated it, but it's only worth one, and I don't have a problem with food, so I thought, I guess you're cashing it though, so for points down.
You're cashing it, so it's victory points, and it's if everyone else is using a heavy middle row.
Yeah.
Which you actually are, Cax, and I'm heading that way as well. So it could be a decent one for Nate.
I drew 4 cards. One of them is European expansion, so it doesn't even matter what the other ones are.
The other 3 are.
That's
you
right.
have to take it.
You have to take it.
And that's another one of these weird action cube ones, so interesting.
Oh, the common, what's that? Chaffinch? Choose 1 to 5 birds in this habitat. So that'll be either the middle or top. Tuck 1 card from your hand behind each. So if you've got a lot of birds down, that could be good.
Yeah.
Well, I guess I'll take him.
Yeah. I can see where Again, just being newer to this game compared to both of you, I feel like I haven't made any drastic misplays, but I also feel like I'm probably missing out on tons of opportunities that I'm just not seeing. A lot of the synergies.
Here's a free card for you guys.
The thing is, though, NATO,
You're welcome.
I haven't played a European expansion like more than a handful of times myself. So
Yeah.
don't and because we're limiting ourselves mostly to it.
Yes.
Don't feel too far behind.
Yeah. My hand's filling up with European expansion birds. I have
I've got 4 of them in my hand right
choice.
now.
And we do have to play those before we play any others. Is that right?
No, but we can't get
No,
rid of them. We
but you
can't
just
dump
can't
them.
get rid of them.
Yeah.
Right. Yes.
Yeah, we're not gonna be that crazy.
Yeah,
That's-
that would be
Yeah,
nuts.
okay.
That would be way
Yeah,
too
that
much.
that would be insanity for another game.
That's right. We'll worry about that one down the road. Well, I certainly like my position.
Yeah, you're doing.
I've just hit my stride in terms of being able to, I get decent food, I get decent eggs, and I get decent card draw, but now it's just whether I can do anything with it.
Right. Exactly. All right, so I got 2 turns left here, and I'm going to drop in the Eurasian tree sparrow. And it's a nice
Sounds
little
intriguing.
anytime another player takes the gain food action, gain 1 grain from the
Oh,
bird
nice.
feeder at the end of their turn. So that's good.
That's decent. That's a pink power.
Pink power.
So
So by all means,
nice.
Wow.
lads, take food every chance you can get. All right.
They are much nicer earlier in the game,
Yeah,
but
no, that is
they'll do
true.
it for now.
And
I-
actually, that assumes that there's a wheat in the bird feeder as well.
That is true. Yeah.
So
I do like that it's got 4 egg slots on it, so that kind of opened up my egg laying potential for the end of the.
Mm-hmm. Now, when you cache food on a bird,
Yep.
it has to have the ability to cache, though, doesn't it?
I mean, sometimes you can just tuck under any.
Yeah, but
Birds,
does
so-
that give you points, though?
Yes.
Oh, it does. Okay, I didn't realize that.
Yeah. So I've got, for instance, the common chaffinch. So I choose 1 to 5 birds in the habitat that he's in.
Yep.
And then I tuck 1 card from my hand behind each bird. So doesn't matter what the birds are. Each of those tuck cards will be worth a point.
Yeah. So it looks like it's a very clear first and second. I don't know. Maybe Randall can tie.
I've got something coming, but I probably don't have enough time because basically now I can get cards I can pick up like 4 cards in one shot, 4 or 5 cards actually,
Yeah.
and then I can go back to the other column and tuck 4 cards. Well, I'll have to have another bird down, but
Yeah.
it'll be 3 cards. So it's 3 cards on top of 3 eggs. So it's a little bit late to get it going, but. And I also pick up 1 food for each time, so I can keep adding birds without clicking the food row.
Yeah, that's nice.
Oh, okay, Axe, have you frozen up again?
No, we're good. We're all good here. No worries.
He's just thinking.
Oh, good.
I'm just I'm doing some math. here.
Cax, just a quick check-in. How many points are you at now?
Just give me 1 sec here, and I will give you the deets. I'm just looking at getting some of those. Okay. Yes, points. Currently sitting at. I've got to find where the points are. Oh, it's click on the actual. There it is.
Click on the bonus at
Yeah,
the top right.
54 points.
Wow.
That is solid.
Yeah.
Hey, we cracked. Collectively, at least one of us will break the 50 mark in this unusual game.
Yes, very indeed.
Oh, I got a bird with the end of round. Ah. So.
Oh, such a great card. Too bad I only get to use it once. That is unfortunate.
So you're saying I get points regardless of the the food that I put behind it? I don't know if that's true.
1 point per card, right? When you tuck.
Yep.
Yeah, but I think you have to have a bird with the ability to score points. Like I don't know if it's I don't think it's automatic.
Yeah, there will be a little number on the card that appears, kind of where the head is of the bird.
Yeah.
And that'll show you that you're getting a point for that card. So the bird itself doesn't have to have the ability. I think any bird can have a card tucked under it. Because I'm about to... We'll find out in a minute when I tuck bird under 3 different birds here.
Nicely played, Cax, to get that
Oh,
bonus.
squeaked it out.
Well done. Oh, and Nate, you pulled ahead of me too.
I did.
Cax, you are going to have a decent game here.
I think it'll be all right.
You might have a shot at 100.
No, not 100. Not that much flash. Come on now.
Now, is it a disadvantage to go first in the last round?
Oh, I don't think so.
No.
I wouldn't say so.
No.
I mean, the only other bonus is Cax might activate food or card draw that you and I benefit from and then can use on our turn.
Yeah.
So there is that possibility.
Yeah. But in general, I don't see a real disadvantage to, the turn order. I mean...
I guess it depends on what food is in the tray, what cards are in
Yeah,
the...
maybe, mean, but nothing inherent.
It could go either way, though, right?
Yeah, it could go either way. Like, I don't see anything inherently...
No.
If you look at a game like Catan, like the first play is an obvious advantage, and that's why you place your first settlement and road, and then you don't get to play again until the last, right? They even it out, and that's very deliberate, so...
Okay.
The Common Swift is another new one here. Discard up to 5 worms from your supply. For each, tuck 1 card from the deck behind this card. Jeez. So there's some interesting synergies you could really get going if you had like worm generation. I don't know what to call it. You could
worm generation. That's great.
And you got the Common Swift down early. Yeah, that could be worth a lot of victory points.
Yeah, so I just tucked 3 cards under 3 different birds, Nate. So
yeah,
excellent.
To answer your question, yeah, it just
it
allows
tucks.
you to tuck anywhere.
Okay, I thought it had to be specific to the
No.
to the thing.
How are we doing for points there, Flash?
Not great. No, I'm pulling up the rear end on this one.
Oh boy.
I'm at 40,
38.
45.
Okay. All right.
I'm close to Nate, but
Yeah.
I think he's gonna
But that's-
beat me on the end of round goal.
But that's not a
I guess that's only 1 point difference.
yeah. But no, being close to me in this game is hardly something to brag about.
Oh, NATO.
Oh, come on, Nate.
You're so
a gamer
self-deprecating.
through and through.
Yeah.
I have a mini power play coming up here.
Jeez.
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah.
This is why we got you to play all those.
This is why you're a resident.
It's not great.
expert.
I got pretty crummy birds in hand, but
Yeah. Now.
It's fitting that Cax would win this game.
Yes.
if he's able to pull it out. I feel like this is his game. He owns this one.
Now, if I take this, so if I take food, then I can, I get it from the tray, right? Like I can reset the feeder, I assume, right?
If there's only
yeah.
one,
Oh, now
one
if you took
type of
food now,
in
you
there,
could
you can
roll that.
Okay, that's what I
reset
thought,
even
yeah.
before picking.
Yeah, you don't have to take that mouse.
Yeah, you don't have to take the mouse.
Okay, good. Because I don't want that mouse.
Oh, come on, NATO.
If the mouse were a feature of the European expansion, you would be forced to eat the mouse.
Yes.
Oh.
I'm just going to have to give up on this black skimmer. There's no fish to be had. I can't,
Just the fish
I
just
can't actually play it. It's so brutal. So brutal.
Wow. So the common Swift has come up. It's the EE, and it's an end of round. Discard up to 5 worms or invertebrates from your supply. For each, tuck 1 card from the deck behind this bird. So that one could pull out, if you had a huge amount of food sitting around doing nothing,
Yeah.
you could pull out an extra 5 points for that. So that card could be pretty sweet, actually, if you had the right build.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is a lot of these cards are very situational. Like, they're great cards
Yes.
in the right circumstance.
Yeah.
They're not necessarily great all-round cards, like
Yeah.
the Fish Crow or Cax's, food generator that it's going to
Yeah, the
generate
kill
every
deer,
turn.
things like that.
Yeah, they're good anytime, anywhere.
Yeah, but it kind of is interesting because if you have a good base game with all the cards being, good in general use, and then you you add in specialty cards, essentially, it kind of makes it a different kind of a different kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
It just changes the game up, in that you can then go for specialized strategies in combination with the general cards.
Oh, NATO, and you took all the grains out. Thank you for that, by the way.
Oh, you're welcome.
I was
gonna-
I was like, wait a second, NATO took the food option.
Yes, I did.
What a jerk.
Yes, I did.
Oh. Well played, by the way.
Yes. Yeah, I wasn't gonna let you actually play that.
No.
just so you know.
That would have been too much. I'm sure. Oh,
Oh, 4 turns left. Not enough time to do much of anything.
that's okay.
Although we all get a card from the deck, so. Swainson's Hawk.
Oh, we're all getting a card, are we?
Yeah.
I am sitting here with just a mittful.
Yeah, that
Of
was
European
my
edition.
my gift to you.
Oh,
Yes.
Flash.
Oh, so generous.
My European
The gift that keeps on giving.
They're such giving people and birds over in Europe.
Indeed.
Is that sort of like one bird flies a worm over to another bird's nest and drops it in? Is that what that simulates?
Yeah, because that happens all the time.
That's pretty.
Pretty
Help
common.
the other one build its
There,
nest.
there are birds that actually steal nests, I believe, and they'll put their eggs in other birds' nests. So
That's right, yeah.
there's. Oh boy, NATO is. He is.
NATO's puzzling hard.
He is chewing on.
You know
things
he's
here.
getting serious.
NATO,
Yeah,
I know the
this
feeling. I've been there. This game already. Don't worry.
Yeah, this is a bit of a tough call.
NATO's won 2 of the end of round bonuses so far. He's actually done fairly well this game.
Okay, 3 turns to go. Oh, and there's my all the Wilsons. Oh, interesting. Okay, that changes a lot of stuff here.
Huh. Although,
Well, okay. Well, that's an insta. Oh, that's too bad.
I do like in this game how you get fewer and fewer actions each round so that it really puts the pinch on you and it feels as if the game is accelerating as you get closer to the end.
yeah. I feel I may have done a misplay. Not a terrible play, but probably a bit of a misplay in terms of a few points. Cost me a few points.
Oh, really? Well, and sometimes that matters.
Yeah. Well, it's just, yeah, it was maybe a bad call. So.
Real bad call.
Yeah.
Oh, that's an interesting.
Well, it's just because there's 3 turns left. There's no good food in the bird feeder. You guys aren't going to do anything about that, so.
No, gosh, no.
So.
Sorry, I have to read this card. You may pay 1 card in your hands.
Cax is mumbling to himself. This isn't good.
Okay. Actually, let's do this. All right. Got it.
Three turns left, eh?
Yeah.
Oh. It's kind of worth it. Oh, boy. So many dilemmas here.
I know.
So much to get done. I think that's a pretty sweet card. Okay. I'm not gonna get them all down. I have to come to terms with it.
Yeah. I have as well.
Yeah.
Because to be honest, I could chase you for the end of round bonus, but if I miss, it's just not worth it. And if Randall beats me, it's only 1 victory point difference. So
that's right. It's
not really worth chasing.
Well, on the other hand, if Cax is comfortably ahead of both of us, maybe you should go and knock him down, whatever, 3 points, and put you up 3 points. That's a 6-point swing. If you're really going for the win.
Yeah.
But if you can gain 6 points on him in another way, that works too.
Yeah.
Well, that was kind of cool. So I got to pay for that bird. So this is what took all the reading. I got to pay for the Eurasian sparrowhawk with a card in my hand instead of the mouse. Yeah, so I didn't have to pay a mouse. I could pay the fees of a card. I'm not sure if it was worth it or not, but because I had to spend 2 eggs, but.
Yeah, I'm just kind of
How close are you to catching me for? 22. No, you're not close.
What's that in the
end of round bonuses here?
No, it's not likely. Yeah, just I think because I was too reliant on the food barrel. That really held me back.
I wish I had 1 grain. 1 grain would have just changed the whole tenor.
Yeah, no, that's how I feel with a couple of my things.
On the bright side, we're all going to clear 50, which we thought at the start of this video would be an unrealistic goal.
Yeah.
We're just gonna go this route here.
Where are you at now, Flash?
53.
Oh, you're 2 behind me.
Oh, I'm that close.
Yeah.
Eh? Wow. I haven't done well on the end of round bonus though, and that's not good. I think you've got me though.
Well, we'll see.
And my last play isn't a power play, unfortunately.
We'll see.
Don't need this was it. This is the last play, so I don't need any more food. Well, 21 of 27 eggs hatched in the nest. That's pretty good.
That is decent.
NATO, you're going to need to put a bird with about a 6 food cost on it.
Yeah. I don't think so.
Oh, so be cracking 90. I should crack 90. That's okay.
Yeah, that's good. Better than I.
Yeah. Well, I got to be honest. It was almost a cheat to get that common raven down so early.
As it always is.
Yeah, that was a really good bonus.
Yeah, and then actually the white stork is kind of akin to card draw. It is card draw. So,
yeah, you've had a decent. Do you think you'll hit 100?
No, I think I'm gonna be short because I just mathed it out. I'm at 85 now, and I'm due to get 7 points for the end of round, but I don't know how else I'm gonna get another 8 points. I don't think I could get the 100. But we'll see. You never know. If I'd had one more turn, I would have for sure.
So trivia. Which owl accompanied Athena, goddess of wisdom?
The snowy owl.
The little owl. Cax, you should know it's on your board.
Jeez, I'm amazed I stayed ahead of you there, Flash, because you just needed to play 1 or 2 birds down. I figured you'd be getting lots of birds down.
Yeah, that wasn't really my engine, so.
And here we go. Here we go, birds.
Final tally.
Oh yeah, I did well on the bird.
Yeah.
Bonuses.
You did really
9
well
for
on the
that.
birds.
Yes. Bonus.
End of round goals.
15.
Nate, wow, we're neck and neck here.
Yes.
Eggs.
Oh yeah, you did well on the eggs.
Yeah.
Tuck cards. 92. There it is.
Tucked
there
cards.
it is.
All right.
Oh.
92
And
Cax.
the puffin takes it supreme.
So let's put that challenge out to our listeners or viewers. If anyone plays this, play by our rules where you have to take and you can't discard those European cards just to force yourself to play them and see if you can beat 92.
92.
Yeah. That's not
Very
bad.
good. Or at least break 40.
Yeah.
At least break 40. Yeah, exactly. So thanks for joining us today. This is Legendary Tactics.